Our last team comes from Steveston-London Secondary in Richmond. They've built an app that eases the stress youth encounter when making the leap from high school to university. Team Keeners.
Bro, do you know what you're gonna do after high school?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go to university, but I have no idea how to start planning for it. And I have no motivation to do any research.
Bro, I have the answer to your prayers. Check out this new app I found out recently. It's called Leap. It helps you keep track of your goals and makes it easier to find out information about the graduation process.
Oh, show me.
Check it out.
Welcome to Leap, the post-secondary goal app designed to guide you through the big leap from high school to university. On startup, there's a short tutorial designed to help you use the app with ease. However, there's an option to skip the tutorial for those who like an adventure. This is the home page. Here, you can see a preview of Arthur's pond and your current goals. That's Arthur right there, the cute little frog. Currently, we don't have any goals, so why don't we show you how to create one on the goals page. All your current tasks will be shown on this page. You can switch between your active tasks and your completed tasks using this bar at the top. Now, let's set a goal. First, press the plus sign at the top right corner. Then, we have to give the goal a name. Say I want to get an A on a math test that's coming up next week. I'll name my goal and set a few tasks that I would have to do in order to achieve that A. Tasks I could set are completing my homework, studying, and taking notes in class. Here, I'll rate the urgency of my goal based on when it should be completed. As you can see, the goal I just set up shows on the front of the homepage. This helps keep users organized and reminds them to carry through with their goals. There's room for more than one active goal at a time for those who can handle it. Tasks also appear on the goal page under active goals. Setting goals and tasks alone may sound like too much work, or you might be unsure of what tasks to set for your goals. Don't worry, Leap has got you covered. This is the plans page. Here, you can pick from a variety of preset plans for a goal that you would like to achieve. Here's a plan for choosing your high school courses. Just press save and it will appear under your active goals. Some preset plans also contain resources that are available. One of the resources in the post-secondary preset allows you to compare post-secondaries. Whenever a task is completed, simply check off the circle and you earn flies that you can spend to decorate Arthur's pond. Speaking of Arthur, let's visit him in the pond by tapping on a navigation bar. Hey Arthur. In the pond, you can change the background by clicking on the button beside the shop. In the shop, you can buy new buddies for Arthur and select a variety of decor for the pond. The more goals you complete, the more flies you receive for making purchases. Use Arthur and the pond to motivate yourself toward achieving your goals. Here's the reflect page. It allows you to rate and write about your daily productivity and work habits. At the top right corner, click the icon to access the calendar. The calendar is used to show your past reflections and work habits. You'll be able to see how your productivity progresses as the days go by.
Our app mainly targets high school students of grades 9 to 12 with plans to seek further education, but ultimately anyone hoping to graduate can use the app to their advantage. To get a feel for our market size, in 2017, almost 380,000 high school students graduated in Canada, and based on a 2016 Youth Truth survey, less than 45% of students felt positively about their college readiness. Here is a diagram to visually convey our competition. Compared to other competitors, Leap has both goal tracking and easily accessible resources. But what makes Leap really stand out? Well, it's the first school-based goal-setting app on the market, it's got a user-friendly interface, and it has motivational factors to incentivize use. We conducted user studies on a group of high school students and got a feel for which features stood out, which did not, and what features could be added. We used this feedback to make adjustments so Leap would be as helpful and convenient as possible.
Bro, this is something that's going to be super useful to the grads of 2021. Let's see what Judge Terrence thinks.
Team Keeners. The cute frog is everywhere, so that's really good brand consistency throughout your presentation and inside the app. There are definitely a lot of features in your app which at first felt a bit daunting, but then when you started going into describing the inclusion of plans, I think that really helps to guide the user to provide an example without having to go into the nitty-gritty of figuring out how to use the app. So I think highlighting plans when you start the app would act as sort of a tutorial as well. So I would think about doing that or changing up the flow of your app. And my question is, back to that cute frog, it's everywhere and it's also used in your pond. Can you explain the gamification of the pond a little bit more? Is the point to self-motivate by making a snazzy pond? Or is it maybe to show off that cool looking pond to others?
Seems like Arthur the Frog is a very big hit for our judges and audience over the course of this competition. I wonder if it will replace Kermit or some famous other frog. Anyway, can you explain the gamification motivation of the pond a little bit more?
Okay, so first of all, we know our target audience. It's high school students from grades 11 to 12 that are graduating soon. So the gamification aspect of our app is to keep the users interested because in this day and age, people our age lose attention really fast, which is why we thought that including elements such as Arthur and the pond throughout the app would be interesting and keep the users motivated to keep using our app to finish their goals.
Yeah, and to add on to that, I think that part of what happens is that we need motivation from the things that we do. And so if we have a pet to keep around, I think that would really help to keep people interested in coming back to the app to take care of him.
Also, the leap of the last few years leading up to university admissions can be a terrifying, critical stage of change and development, leading to career deciding choices for many. So we think that with our cute frogs and other elements of our app, we can maybe de-stress the users a little more and to ease up the stress leading up to university.
All right, thank you. Great responses, team. Building a really cool looking pond is a big motivation for me. Hey, Roland, check out the new buddy I got for Arthur.
Thanks, Janice. What? You already got Arthur a friend? I need to leap on it too.